I'm sitting down with singer-songwriter Tori Amos. We're very excited that you're here in Cape Town.
Thank you, Jen. Good to see you.
Are you enjoying your time here so far?
We're having an amazing time. We've been told that we're very lucky. I thought that this was South African weather all the time. And I was telling everybody in Britain, no, you need to come down here now. This is like a British summer. And I'm told we're fortunate.
It's not always like this. It will rain for the entire month of August. So you're lucky.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I want to congratulate you on an amazing show last night.
Thank you.
It was absolutely wonderful. And I have to ask you this right off the bat. The two pianos. I know you've been doing this for a long time. You basically, for those of you who haven't seen Tori perform, basically you have the grand piano on one hand and then a keyboard or electric piano on the other. And what I found amazing was you're also doing pedals with the two different feet. Take me through that. When did you start doing that?
I guess I started that as a teenager. So I'm 50, so I've been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me that if you imagine that your left hand is usually playing bass or that type of rhythm. So when you take your left hand and you put it in the middle register of the piano or the high register of the piano, you're still using those patterns in the left hand. And then when you juxtapose that with the right hand, which is doing more melodic arrangement, and then that's in the mid-range, then all of a sudden you're creating a pattern that you don't create when you're playing as you should play.
Right.
So you're immediately creating a different relationship between the left hand and the right hand because of your registers and the patterns. And I started to see the effects of that as a teenager and thought, well, this pushes me to tell the story differently.
Yeah.
And so that's why it started many years ago.
Well, it's amazing, and it's absolutely amazing to watch. Now, you said you started this when you were a teenager, and you are now 50 years old. You've been in the music industry for such a long time. Does performing get any easier or harder, or how does that change over the years as you get more mature?
Well, funny you should say this. My daughter, she's 13, and this time last year, 49 wasn't so great. 50's great. I highly recommend it for everybody. Bottle it up. You know, that to me has been a great age. However, if I could go back in time and tell myself this, but I can't. So I needed my 13-year-old who really, she kind of read me. Yeah. She read me and said, okay, I'm not going to accept that you're going to do a good show for a 50-year-old. That's absolutely unacceptable. You have to go you've got to go rock, and you've got to go be great. And anything less than you did in 1994, I'm not talking to you. And you can do it. So no pity parties, none of this crap. And if you don't do this, Mom, then what is the message you're giving to your own daughter? It's a terrible message. It means that you're done. No. And I thought, oh, my goodness gracious. That's what I needed, Jen. I needed that, and it woke me up. It was almost as if I was awake for the first time in a long time, and I had to look at myself in the eye and thought, right then, I need to get cracking.
Sounds like you have a very strong daughter.
She is very strong. She's funny. She's British, so she has that sense of humor.
Yeah.
But I think she also recognized that what I needed was to be pushed and challenged. And she was going to take nothing less than, she said, go out there and show me you can do it, and show yourself you can do it.
Awesome. Well, you actually, there's a song that features your daughter on the new album, Unrepentant Geraldine's. Why don't you tell me about that?
That's a song called Promise. And we were talking about how daughters and their mothers sometimes seem to have a dramatic relationship.
Yeah.
And she said to me, she's at boarding school, so she had observed that sometimes the mothers don't listen to the daughters and the daughters don't listen to the mothers. And therefore we decided we'd come up with a song together and we would promise to listen to each other. Now, we'll see how that goes. Watch this space.